Professor Kapil Sibal, you know, his version of history sort of begins with 1826. The fact is that there was a Burmese invasion at that time for sure, but Assam never effectively became part of Myanmar for any period of history. More importantly, Mr. Sibal is forgetting the 6 centuries of the Ahom dynasty. Before that, the Kamrup kingdom. Before that, the Koch dynasty, Pala dynasty. I mean, from where does he get his history understanding? From Romila Thapar, it seems.
Abhishek, first of all, when some ministers of the Assam government talk about that Assam was always part of Bharatvarsh, they are forgetting the fact that places in Myanmar, places that are currently in Myanmar, places that are currently in Afghanistan, that are currently in Pakistan, were also part of Bharatvarsh. Kandahar is now in Afghanistan. So far as Myanmar is concerned, Myanmar, I'll be very honest, I am not a history expert. I am not a history expert. I'm not a history professor, but I can very clearly see that the Konbaung Empire between 1767 to 1824 did have control over territories which now form part of the state of Assam, which is exactly the point that Kapil Sibal is trying to make in a legal argument that the borders at that point of time were different. Historically, there have been different kingdoms and different empires ruling over different parts of India. And what we know today as the current political entity of India has a very complicated history. You cannot completely divorce Myanmar or Pakistan or Afghanistan or Nepal from
Of course, it's a complicated history.
And you can't say that
but it seems
don't have cross-border movements.
That complication is being used in defense of vote bank politics.
With Myanmar. How is it vote bank? Abhishek,
okay, Priyanka Tibrewal, is it as simple as that? Or the complication actually being used for vote bank politics?
Well, very good evening, Abhishek. You see, we have all seen that the Congress has always been very cruel with the northeastern states, and they have always tried to alienate the same states. Now, today, we see what Mr. Sibal is saying. Now, either Rajiv Gandhi didn't know the history, or either Mr. Sibal doesn't know the history. So whatever had happened according to the Assam Accord in 1985, nobody told Rajiv Gandhi about all these facts. I hope Mr. Sibal could have just given him a little more knowledge of history then. See, we all know that according to the Accord, the 2 aspects which were there, one was detection of these foreigners, deletion, and then to deport these illegal Bangladeshis and later the Rohingyas who came from Bangladesh. Now, why is it paining so much to the Congress and other Indie Alliance parties and TMC as well? Few days back, you have heard there was a video from West Bengal where they said that these Bangladeshis who have come to Bengal recently will give you voter cards. So here is the fact.
Can you be a little more pejorative in your language?
Yes, this is what they want to do. Now listen, sir, please, I did not interrupt, and so keep quiet. See, the turnaround movement which is happening in Assam now is not being liked by them, because there is now, peace and law and order situation, which they want to disrupt because they are failing in each and every state. So they want that these people, see, Rohingyas, what were they saying for Rohingyas earlier and what are they saying now? Now, according to people like Mamata Banerjee and Kapil Sibal, Rohingyas are humans. They want to be very humanitarian with them. But few years back, what were they doing?
They were
throwing papers on the face of the speaker.
Are you crazy or what?
Saying, they were throwing papers on the speaker's face saying, what do they want? They want that this illegal immigrants should be gone outside the country. So what is all this happening? So what is all this happening?
Priyanka.
It is one thing to have...
The comment has come in the context of a very serious case.
A class of people as illegal
Listen, Nikhil, let me structure this. Let me structure this, Nikhil.
Their Section 6A of the Citizenship Amendment Act has...
Of course, they are human beings, Nikhil. Hold on. Okay, Priyanka, let me take this. Nikhil, since you are...
Abhishek, I'm sure you know that.
Mother Teresa-ish.
But I doubt the BJP spokesperson understands.
I know, of course. Now, let me structure this. You are turning this argument into some kind of humanitarian argument. You're saying, let's be Mother Teresa, they are our neighbor, they are, human beings after all. Don't talk about them like this.
I am merely talking about the political history of India.
Nikhil.
I am merely talking about the political history of India.
Yeah, no. Political history is being misused here. That's why we are discussing this. Listen. Political history is being misused. That's why we are discussing this. Let's have the present context. Priyanka, hold on. Just yesterday, Nikhil, there was a statement from Egypt saying that if Israel tries to put these Gaza Palestinians into the Sinai Peninsula, which is just a sliver of Egypt in the north, it will lead to breaking of their ties. Now, who are Palestinians? Brother Muslims. Egypt is a Muslim country. About a week back, Indonesia did not allow a boat carrying 300 Rohingyas to dock on their coast. Who are they? Rohingyas are Muslims. Indonesia is the biggest Muslim nation in the world.
Correct.
So it's not about humanitarianism, it's about nations taking care of their territory from illegal immigrants. It's a legal proposition.
No, wait. Abhishek, are Egypt and Indonesia the examples we want to learn from?
If the humanitarian argument you are pushing, the best case is for the Palestinians to go to Egypt.
I am not pushing any humanitarian argument.
Or for Rohingyas to go to Bangladesh, incidentally another Muslim country, or for the Rohingyas to go to Indonesia.
They are not worried about any threat to the nation's security.
Abhishek, I have no qualms saying, oh, madam, please. Let's talk about national security. When you figure out who attacked our Pathankot base, when you actually figure out who carried out the Pulwama attacks, when you actually
what's the argument there, Nikhil?